Hi, I'm Peter, and this is the second video in the Microbit Made Easy series from Engineering Wonder. If you like this video or learned something, be sure to gently touch that like button, subscribe so you don't miss anything. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use MakeCode to code your microbit. If you don't have a microbit, you can get one on the Engineering Wonder store at store.engineeringwonder.show. One of the great things about the microbit is how easy it is to code. If you have a computer that's connected to the internet with a USB port, you can code your microbit. Let's jump in and show you MakeCode. Microsoft created a fantastic web app called MakeCode to code your microbit with. So go to a web browser and go to makecode.microbit.org, and that'll take you to MakeCode. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see a bunch of projects that you can dive into and explore, but I would suggest going through this series first so you understand what's going on, and then go out there and explore everything. You'll have enough knowledge to start off with. Before we jump in, I'd suggest logging into your Google account. Go up here and click sign in, or Microsoft if you have it, or any of the other options. I'm going to log in with my Google account, and that makes sure that it saves all my projects in one spot and I can get to them again. To get into the editor, we're going to have to start a new project. So go over to new project and click, and the project we're going to make is a name tag. So we're going to program our microbits to display your name across the LEDs so you can wear it on your shirt as a name tag. So let's name our project name tag. Click create, and that'll immediately take you into the MakeCode workspace. On this side is your workspace. This is where all the code is going to go that's going to be loaded onto your microbit. In the middle is the toolbox. This is where all your coding tools will be. We're going to start out using block coding. Block coding is an easy way to learn the fundamentals of coding without having to learn a programming language. If you progress farther, you'll eventually want to learn a programming language like Python or JavaScript, or if you get into other microcontrollers like Arduino, you'll want to learn C++. If you're curious what the code you are writing looks like in Python or JavaScript, MakeCode has this little button up here that if you click on it, you can see your code in JavaScript or in Python. But we're going to go back to block coding. Over on the left is the simulator. Whatever code you write in the workspace will be simulated over here in your virtual microbit. You can test all your code before you load it onto your microbit to see if it does what you want it to do. In your workspace, you'll see two blocks already there, the onStart block and the forever block. Whatever code you put into the onStart block will be run one time when your microbit is first turned on. To start your code over again from the very beginning, you can press the reset button on your microbit or disconnect and reconnect it to power. The code that is in the forever block will be run forever or until the microbit runs out of or is disconnected from power. This is called a loop. It starts at the very top. It'll run through all the instructions until it reaches the end, and then it'll start back at the top and go back through it. And it will go on forever and ever. This is also called an infinite loop because it never stops. It goes for infinity. It's time to make your very first project. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to turn your microbit into a name tag. We want the microbit to display your name on the 25 LED display forever. So we don't need the onStart block, so we're going to drag this over to the toolbox and release it so it takes it out of our workspace. If you need it again, you can just go into the basic section here and find it right there and bring it back, but we don't need it right now. We're going to put everything into the forever block because we want our name to be displayed whenever it's connected to power. Go into the basic toolbox, and there are a bunch of useful blocks in here. We're looking for the show string block right here. A string is a sequence of characters like letters and symbols. In programming, there are two fundamental data types, strings and numbers. They are treated differently when programming, so you have to tell the computer what type you are using before you use it. Your name is a string of letters, so that's why we're going to use the show string block. So take that out, drag it in, drop it into the forever block, click into the area where you can type, and put your name. My name is Peter. I'm going to put Peter. And then if we look over here on the simulator, we'll see what that program does. And it is scrolling my name across the microbit forever. It's in an infinite loop showing my name. So that is exactly what we want it to do. So our program is written. Now we need to load it onto our microbit. So get your microbit and get your micro USB cable and connect your micro USB cable to your microbit, and then plug this end into your computer. Once the microbit is plugged into your computer, it's going to show up like a thumb drive or hard drive would. So I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to click on Finder. I'm going to scroll down, and there it is under Locations, where all my hard drives would show up. So now you know where your microbit shows up. We're going to have to download the code. So go down to the download button over here, click download, and it's going to download a .hex file to your computer. And again, we're going to need to find it. Wherever your browser downloads its files to is where you're going to go. I'm on a Mac, and it goes to my downloads folder right here. And you will see microbit name tag 3.hex file. Take that file, your file might be named different, and drop it onto your microbit. And you'll see it being loaded onto your microbit. Now this code is loaded directly onto the processor, which is called firmware. This is a key difference between microcontrollers and computers. Computers have an operating system that can manage all the resources of a computer and allow more than one program to run at a time. A microcontroller can only contain one program at a time. After it's done transferring, you can disconnect your microbit from power. Because it's a name tag, you'll want to take it on the go with you. So grab your battery pack, make sure there are two AAA batteries in there, and plug your battery pack into your microbit like this. And it will turn on, and it will show the code that you just wrote and load it onto it. If you have a pocket, you can put it in your pocket and hang it kind of like this. So people will be able to see what your name is wherever you go. And that's how you start using MakeCode. Don't worry if you don't understand everything yet or feel comfortable with it. The more you use it, the more you code with it, the more comfortable you will get. Just keep going with this series and keep learning. In the next video, I'm going to start teaching you about fundamental coding concepts. We're going to start off learning about loops.